What's interesting about the tenants coming into this building, it's kind of an evolutionary process. Starrett-Lehigh is going to be not only offer tremendous service and offering to the building residents, but also to the general public. And over the years, we've seen residential develop here. We have Hudson Yards, which is just to the north. I think that'll be an interesting dynamic as that gets populated with tenants and people. I think we're seeing an evolution in office buildings and what office buildings offer. And Starrett-Lehigh is really leading that effort. What I mean is that historically office building has been run on a 9 to 5 basis, and now tenants are looking at what they can get from 5 to 9. Morgan Stanley and NYCB have been in the building for a long period of time. We didn't need to educate any other lenders or anybody to kind of understand what we're trying to create here. They've seen the evolution of the building over time, and so they were able to get their arms around what we're trying to do and provide us a loan that allowed for certain flexibilities in terms of drawing money over time that will do to complete the space here. For us, it's more efficient, right? If we can have a lender that can provide us that level of flexibility, but also provide us with market terms, that's the easiest way to get a quick execution. The big plan right now is to get this retail redevelopment done, get the food hall in here, and really open up the building not only to the tenants but to the public.
Right now we're entering into the new Starrett-Lehigh retail market and event space with some retail that will be around the perimeter of the building we'll walk through. But the important thing we've been able to do over a long period of time is assemble this block of real estate, which is about 40,000 feet. We're going to be able to populate it with the most amazing food, event, and different operators of fitness and amenities in the New York community. I'm standing right now in the center of the Starrett retail area. To my left is the 11th Avenue connection point. There'll be a brand new entryway established in that area. Straight ahead for me will be the market area. Again, another new entrance will be created for access into the food market. We'll have about 15 individual operators that will be in a stall format. Highly curated. We're designing it ourselves. There'll be individual brand identity, but there'll be a collection that is kind of well thought out, well put together. And we plan to get the best of each individual kind of operation. What I think is will be one of the more interesting elements to this new addition to the building and the retail is an event space, about a 10,000 square foot area with column free that people can do product launches, fashion shows, or just private events. This is the inline retail, likely a restaurant. And I think what you can see behind me is the amount of new light that's been introduced into the space. This is all brand new curtain wall, all brand new glass throughout basically the entire east half of the building. And you can see how high the ceilings are, 23 feet slab to slab, and the accentuation of the curtain wall with that ceiling height and slab height. So I think the retailers are going to have a great experience here.
If you look at the building in its state, there's a lot more work to do. So when we were thinking through the financing of the building, we said we really don't want to go that long because there's opportunity here to create a lot of value. So while we did a $900 million loan, we think in the next few years, by all the work that's done, particularly with the retail space, we think there's an enormous amount of value to be created. So there'll be a next level for us too in terms of refinancing on a more permanent basis to create the more proceeds for our investors.
Between the 3 and 4 kind of areas that we have here, between the inline retail, some of the amenity base, the event space, and most importantly the food component, we're bringing a lot of the things to the building that have never been here before. The area is getting much more mature from a residential standpoint, business standpoint, and people are looking for more of an experience. And so the tenant connection, the local connection, I think we're doing a lot of good and continuing to build a community not only within the building but from outside of the building coming in.